Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my corner of the internet. My name, once again, is Jason, because I feel the need to, introduce myself at the beginning of every video, in case you've forgotten. But then again, it's been a while since I've done an upload, so I might need to introduce myself. Anyways, we're playing the Elder Scrolls Arena. And last time we just stepped into the Labyrinthian, and now we shall actually venture forth and see what we may see. Alright, now this dungeon here actually cleared it out with my my other character. If I haven't... Oh, wait. Mogrus the Dim, though he's a bore, holds the only key that unlocks this door. Nope. To find the riddle, you must first find the sun. Start your fateful search behind door number 1. Alright, so we gotta go back and basically proceed through door number 1. Now this place has got a bunch of riddles and such, and I love it. This is actually one of my favorite dungeons that I played thus far. Whoa, hello spider. And no sound. Okay, that's cool. So anyways, in case I didn't make myself clear, I'm basically that's right. It's a new word. I just invented it today. Basically playing two. Scratched into the ground here is the word, door 1. Well, it's technically 2 words, but... I'm playing 2 different games. One, because on the one hand, I do believe that it's good to have, genuine surprise and honest reactions while doing a Let's Play. That's why I record live, and I don't basically like to dub commentary over on top. But at the same time, it can get boring to watch somebody if they have absolutely no clue where they're going and they're running around in circles for hours. So I like to have an idea of what I'm doing first. Okay, can I get through that door? Let's see. I can't. Let's look at the map. Alright, so we found to the domain of Mogrus. I'm going to explore a little bit first up here, and then we'll go down into the domain of Magrus. Anyways, yeah, I don't want to waste people's time because I like to record everything. I tried doing cuts before, and I find a lot of times something will happen, and I'm not recording, and it's like, oh man, that would have been awesome to have caught. And you could say I'd like to go ahead and do cuts afterwards. I could just go in afterwards during editing and, and just cut out the boring parts. But the problem is I tend to be so annoying in the fact that I just keep talking. And if I start cutting stuff out, we'll say during editing process, one, not only does that take up more time and make it longer to get videos out to you guys, but at the same time, it also means that I will be basically... Can I carry anymore? Yeah, sure, okay. It basically means I'll be cutting out part of my commentary, and a lot of times I use boring parts as an opportunity as sort of like a soapbox to discuss things and such. Kind of like what I'm doing right now, because, let's be honest, this is very, we'll say, monotonous content. I am walking around killing spiders. I refuse to be one of the Let's Players, intentionally anyways, who basically just goes, yeah, I'm killing a spider. Yeah, I'm killing the spider. Yeah, I swing that sword. Yeah, awesome. So, anyways, I got really sidetracked there. My point ultimately was that I am lost. I like to familiarize myself with what I'm playing before I go ahead and record it. So I am playing another character alongside of Alexis. It's more of a... I can't remember the exact class, but it's like a fighter. No magic, just, plate mail and long swords. So that's what I am... there's that auto heal thing again, which is awesome. I just gotta figure out how to do that consistently. Anyways. So, I went through this dungeon already to sort of see, get an idea, set my own expectations of how much there was. So basically we have to go down here into the domain of Mogrus, but I also want to make sure that I get some, levels and such. I want to get stronger. I want my character to be stronger because it's a difficult game, and I feel like gaining some levels and some experience and finding some loot would be very beneficial to, living. So I'm going through and I'm doing a little bit of, we'll say, I guess you could say grinding, while I can, because I know that the enemies in this dungeon are, for the most part, pretty manageable for Alexis. And now, that actually brings me into my first story. Now, I love how, we'll say, labyrinthian this dungeon is. You got high spots, low spots, you got to go under, over. It can get kind of confusing. In an awesome way, of course. But yes, since my other character has absolutely no magic whatsoever, yeah, I'm just gonna walk out here. When I was in the Fortress of Ice... Nope, stuck. Am I stuck? Let's jump. All right. I couldn't just sneak by invisibly past things. And ice golems I could not hurt because, as it appears, they're basically immune to regular physical attacks, at least with the, we'll say, the weapon I was using. So, I actually kind of lucked out, especially because sure I was wearing plate mail, but that didn't mean I had any, we'll say, really good, we'll say, magic resistance. Even with the potions, those ice wolves were killing me with their spells. So I was just walking through town, and I was, and I'm going to keep doing this from now on. It was such a big help. I asked about a general rumor to one of the townsfolk, and they told me about Spellbreaker, which was basically a tower, a big shield that, if I recall correctly, it basically made you immune to magic. So what I went and did, since I was having such a hard time, I actually went on my whole quest and picked up Spellbreaker, the legendary, the artifact. And that's how, basically, I made my way through the Fortress of Ice with my other character. I was able to use that... Okay, let's go down. Into the domain of Magrus. I should probably save, actually. I've done a lot here. Let's go with the working save here. So, anyways, I use that, and I stand before the halls of Mogrus, or Magrus, or whatever. And that was actually an enormous help, being able to basically just be immune to magic. I don't think I could have cleared that dungeon otherwise. It was tough. But that's really cool, because that's actually my first artifact. Even when I played this before, I had never gotten an artifact before, so Troll is regenerating. I can't remember if you guys have seen a troll before in my in this let's play. So trolls are nasty, and if you've played another Elder Scrolls game that has trolls, because I believe there are some in Skyrim. Yes, there are. I seem to recall fighting one. Ha! Goblin! They can be a pain. A little bit more so in this game here, though. You can kill them, but then they come back to life. I haven't been able to, we'll say, permanently kill any because I haven't really used fire, and I suspect fire is what I need to use to kill them. And actually, now that I'm saying it, I think I actually may have run across a troll before in this Let's Play. So I'm going to climb up here. I'm actually going to use Light Heal. Oh, I can't. Darn wolf. And I was going to try resting up here. Because it's an elevated area, I can generally rest up here without any problems, but lucky me, there happened to be a wolf nearby. Yeah. But yeah, so like talking about the troll and ooh, a treasure chest. What? Ha. What? Seriously? I can't. There we go. A bag of 42 gold pieces, a bracelet, which is probably magical, so I'm definitely going to take that. And the rest seems to be kind of heavy. I'll leave it. Oh, you know, that's something else that I actually miss from later Elder Scrolls games. Next time I find a chest, I'll show you. But if you swing your weapon at the box, the treasure chest, you can actually bash it open. Now, it does damage your weapon, but... Oh, here we go. Ha! But you can bash it open, and I feel like that's sort of an option that was taken out in later Elder Scrolls games. It's like it became exclusively a thieving skill, which I think is a little bit unfortunate. I think it would have been nice to keep that in and keep that depth. That way, my other character, you know, she's got absolutely no lockpicking or pilfering ability. Absolutely no magic, so I can't use a spell to get in. So it's nice to be able to just bash open a chest, should I want to loot the contents. Okay. Let's see here. You know, one thing I gotta say I really love about this is I find, like, level design-wise, it's more like Doom than it is well, obviously more than any modern game, because it's not a modern game. But I like the very maze-like. I love... You know what? This game here has more in common with, say, roguelikes. Whoa. Darn spider. That was carrying around money. It's got more in common with, like, roguelikes of the time than it does really any modern RPG. And I really, really miss that. Like, games like this and like Ultimate Underworld or even like Might and Magic or Phantasy Star. When you went into a dungeon, it turned into a first-person perspective. That was hell to navigate, though. That was a pain. Phantasy Star was a pain to navigate in a dungeon, but holy cow! Okay. All right, troll. Fire dart. Fire dart? I think it's hitting him. Do I have firestorm? Huh. So let's restore power. Whoa, he got back up. That's cheating. All right, I don't think he's going to be able to regenerate because I took him out with fire. I don't think yeah, that's right. I won't even need to use my come on. My light spell in here because it's actually fairly well lit. I wonder, when you're elevated and you sleep, you're not interrupted. What if I were to sleep down here? Let's try it until fully healed. Let's see if we're interrupted here. Ah, so as long as you're not on the main level of the dungeon, you can rest generally without being interrupted. That's actually very nice. That's very nice to know. I like the brickwork here. I don't know, that slight touch of... Ooh, that's a different sound, I think. No, that's a ghost, I think. Anyways, I like the color it brings to the bricks. But yeah, anyways, as I was saying, I miss these kind of games where it requires a... I don't want to say a sense of direction, because, honestly, as you can clearly see, I'm constantly checking my map. So you don't necessarily need a sense of... you don't need a sense of direction to be able to crawl through. It's just, it can be a little bit what I guess people would call tedious. See, look, I've been going back and forth over the same place. But I don't know. I feel you feel more accomplished when. Okay, let's just go down south. I don't believe I've been here before. Ooh, I like that. I love that. You see the red eyes in the dark? If you missed them, they're right there. See? That's a ghost. Now, this kind of stuff is this kind of thing that just, haunts your nightmares. This is the kind of thing that gets in your head, and back in the day would have just driven my imagination wild. It's like, oh, I don't want to go that way. I'm scared. But since I've done this part before, I know exactly where I'm at. See? So you can keep bashing it until it opens up. But I don't want to waste my sword's durability on that, because I am a master thief. Did I damage the lock? There we go. Grab a backup dagger just in case. Alright. So let's go up and see the ghost and see what is going on. So, we've just run into Brother Magrus. Mogrus. I'm going to say Magrus. It looks more like a ah. Let me see. Can I find another A? Yeah, that's definitely an A. I am Brother I am Brother Magrus, the shade of this hall, cursed to its lengths from beginning to end. Find me the answer, and a door will I call. Fail me but once, and your heart will I rend. More beautiful than the face of your god, yet more wicked than a daemon's forked tongue. Dead men eat it all the time, and live men who eat it die slow. What is the answer, mortal? This one took me a little bit, but then it sort of struck me all at once, and I was like, oh, I feel dumb. It's sort of a play off of we'll say, classic sort of riddle. What's more beautiful than the face of your god? Well, if it's your god, obviously to you, there probably is nothing more beautiful, and there's nothing more wicked than a daemon's forked tongue. And dead men, they eat nothing, and live men who eat it will die slow. Yeah, those are probably well, they will die slowly if they eat nothing. So my answer is N-O-T-H-I-N-G, nothing. I have been a fool, perhaps a mad wizard's tool, yet after untold ages I am at last free. In this cell next to this lies your reward, the diamond key. Alright, and then we open up the door, and here's our diamond key, which is positioned really strangely and hard to grab. Let me see. I'm clicking away, hoping to pick up. There we go. You have found a diamond key! Da-da-da-da! Let's save our game. I'll save it as working again. This is dangerous, saving constantly under the same thing, especially in a dungeon when things can randomly spawn behind you. Alright, so, I know we've actually hardly, explored, this area. Actually, I was not intending, I couldn't remember how to get here, so, I know we've hardly explored, Magrus' domain. There's a whole entire another section that goes down, well below here, over and up here. But we basically, at this point, we've got everything we need from his domain, so we can go back and leave. I was actually expecting to clear out this entire floor because I wanted to, like I said before, sort of, level up, gain some experience and such, but I guess that's not going to gonna happen. But you know what? We'll take the scenic route back out of Magrus's domain. Show off a little bit of the level design here. Oh, okay. And there's no way back up for me. I guess I'll go this. Okay, I gotta go back up here. Can I jump back up there? Let's see. Yep, I made it. All right. Excuse me. No, nobody wants to hear someone coughing in their ear. Okay. Yeah, we'll take the scenic route because I find this part is especially true to the name of the dungeon. Very labyrinthian. I've listened to actually I've been listening to a lot of we'll say different podcasts and let's plays and really diving into the Elder Scrolls. And there's one gripe I've got because a lot of the people because I know the Labyrinthian is also in Skyrim. They refer to it as the Labyrinthia. No, it is Labyrinthian. See, there's an N on the end. But most people who are probably watched this far into my Let's Play are probably people who have played Arena by this point, or I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm very particular, so... Oh, hello, ghost. That's right, I slay thee, ghost, with my sword. What is that, a goblin? I think that makes that kind of sound. Alright, so let's try going maybe north. Okay. Whoa, hello, hellhound! Ooh, okay. Light heal. Invisibility. I'm gonna sneak away. I need to sneak away from that hellhound. That was close. Alright, let's try going through this door and getting out of here. That was, oh man, I almost died there. Like I said, the magic in this game, I should have gotten up close. If you're facing off against an enemy who uses magic, what you want to do is you want to get in as close as possible. Because then they switch over to a sort of a melee range. Oh, I healed myself, but yet they still don't see me? Nice! Critical strike, sneak attack. That was, I'm so confused with how invisibility works in this game. What, they don't see me now? When I was playing through the Fortress of Ice, it seemed like any action I took me out of invisibility. But now, it seems like I'm able to just sort of walk up on them. Like, I don't understand. Wonder if I can just jump through this opening here. I'm just trying to get back to the stairs up. Yeah, there we go. Now, another thing as you've probably already noticed, is I'm gonna actually probably make my episodes just a touch longer than I've been. Not horribly longer, because I know some people still prefer bite-sized chunks, but maybe, I don't know. It's something I'm playing around with. We'll see what the viewership is like. Alright. So let's go ahead and save this as... Alexis! in Labyrinthian. And we'll put the number 32 on the end so I know where I am. Alright, so we've gone ahead and we've completed Magrus' domain. Now that we've got the diamond key, we can unlock this door here, and next time we'll go over to, I've forgotten his name, but the other guy's domain, and it basically leads you to the other side of the second floor. You can't access it from the second floor, you actually have to come up back to the first and go work your way back down. And next time we'll go ahead and do the second wing of the Labyrinthian before we actually tackle the third and final wing. There are 3 main wings to the Labyrinthian before we get to the Staff of Chaos, or the piece of the Staff of Chaos. So anyways, I'd like to thank you so much for joining me today in the Labyrinthian. It's a dark and scary place, and I like to have the company. And until next time, game on!